Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great week. Mike McCoy, your Orange County Foreclosure Specialist here. A few days ago, I did a short video, in regards to a foreclosure property that I videoed, and talking about the opportunities to get some great deals out there on the market. And the deals are out there to find, but it's not easy to find. Let me put it that way. And so I'm going to I had a question yesterday from a buyer client. We were out looking at some foreclosure properties, and I just wanted to discuss a few things for you to consider, a little bit of thought for you to help you maybe figure out, is buying a foreclosure right for you, and how do you go about it? How do you find a great deal, or more importantly, determine how much to offer on a property like that? The question that I was asked is kind of a two-part question. First of all, they wanted to know what is the meaning of the highest and best offer, because that's coming up a lot from the banks out there. They're getting multiple offers on these properties, and first of all, they say, just put in your highest and best offer on this property. The second part of the question is, how do you determine how much do you offer on the property? What is the amount that you should go in with an offer, or the maximum amount that you would be willing to pay on that property? The first question, what does highest and best offer mean? Specifically, it means, what is the absolute maximum you'd be willing to pay for the property as it sits, without expecting any type of a counteroffer, and lowball offers will just be completely kicked out. They're going to be ignored, and you're not going to go anywhere with them. They just won't be considered. The second part of that question is how do you determine how much to offer? And when you're trying to figure out how much to offer, there's a couple of things that you need to consider. That is, you have to kind of make a checklist and set yourself some guidelines, some parameters. One of the first things that you need to do is establish, are you going to finance this house, or are you going to pay cash for this house? Because those are two situations that can completely change what type of deal or bargain, or how much below market you're going to be able to pay for that home. The banks, if you have to get a loan, the banks are going to look at, as a new lender, is the property habitable? Can you live in this property? They don't mind if it needs some cosmetic repairs, paint and carpet, that minor stuff like that. That's really not a big deal. But somebody has to be able to basically move their property in there, take over possession of that property, and live in it. If the house is stripped, if it's been gutted, if it's under construction, the furnace is missing, there's no hot and cold running water, there's no stove so you can't cook, the bathrooms have been gutted so you don't have any way to shower, and there's no commode or anything like that, that house is going to be deemed as uninhabitable. No bank is going to make a loan on that property as it sits, and the existing lender is not going to be willing to do any work. They've already taken a major loss from the prior owner with the write-down that they've had to do on the loan, so they're not willing to do any work on those. So if you're going to get financing on that property, it's critical that that property is habitable. There are some little things that you could do to work around to get maybe some stuff done, but it's overall, it's going to be pretty tough. If it's uninhabitable and you're going to pay cash, now you're talking about the ability to go in and potentially buy that home for 25 to 50% below market value. Now that means you're going to have to put a lot more money into the repairs. Okay, it's going to take some major work, usually, to bring it up to code. So those are kind of the first things: are you financing, or are you paying cash? The next thing is are you willing to make the repairs on the property yourself? And how many types of repairs are you willing to make? When you're looking at that bank-owned foreclosure, most of them out there are not in what I would call a turnkey condition, where you're just going to move your things in and you're going to live there. They all need work. They've been picked through, and the properties that we see coming out on the market are mostly in very bad condition. So, are you willing to do the repairs? And if you are willing to do repairs, after you make your down payment and pay your closing costs, are you going to have the funds to take care of those repairs, to do the work that needs to be done? So that's something to consider when you're trying to formulate that offer. How much work are you willing to do on the property? Some people just don't want to do any work to get involved. The other question is, are you going to do the work yourself, or are you going to hire somebody to do the work? If you're hiring somebody to do the work, that's going to be additional cost. You have to build those factors in. Do you know how to estimate the cost? How do you estimate what the repairs are going to actually cost you to bring that house up to speed and to have it where you can live in it and that you're happy with it. And most importantly probably is, are you working with a professional that can help you establish the cost of these repairs, establish what the market value is for a property in that neighborhood based on its location, similar size, and then back into the number. You know, cost of repairs plus your purchase price should put you somewhere at or below, hopefully, what the market value is. So I hope you found this information helpful. I appreciate any feedback. If you have any questions, I know I tried to keep this very brief, but if you have questions about foreclosures and anything that I discussed, please send them to me. Love to help you out. I'll answer them for you. Be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching this video. Sorry it's so long. If you know somebody that you may find this information helpful, appreciate you forwarding it on to them. And until next time, be safe, peace, have a great day. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.